Hey there.
Evening.
Were you just kidding about dishonor? I mean that thing.
Welcome to Megaton. Please stand clear of the gate.
Ah, fellow student on the path of the wasteland. Welcome to my humble caravan. Please relax, for we are in a place of safety. The type of safety that can only be ensured by an abundance of weaponry, both wicked and awesome, all of which can be yours for the right price.
Tell me about your trade caravan.
See, the world's a dangerous and unbalanced place. So I realized the only way to bring peace was to make sure that everyone could be dangerous. So, with a little bit of help from the mayor of Canterbury Commons, I set up this caravan. I can't give the weapons away for free, but I come close. I'll see if I can. It's my pleasure to offer hot death in a variety of exciting flavors. Take your pick.
Laser pistol, missile launcher. なんかシシカバ308とか
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Until we meet again, keep yourself alive out there.
Who the hell are you? Where'd you come from? Did Moriarty send you?
Yes, and he said you owe him some cash. Just hand over the cash. Hand over. And I'll be out of your way. I don't deal with junk. Hand over all your nah.
That bastard. He's a liar. He just wants me dead. Those caps are all mine. I earned them.
Look, just give me the caps and I'll tell him you're gone. Slow down, tell me your side also. I don't care, I'm just here for caps. I don't deal with junkies. Slow down.
Look, I used to work for that slob, doing, favors for guys.
Wow.
Well, I got sick and tired of it. I told Moriarty I'm taking my share of the caps and leaving. I even slept with the pig to seal the deal. Next morning he tells me I couldn't leave. So I bolted. I took my money and ran. Now he's branded me a thief and a junkie and sent his cronies to find me. I guess I need a new hiding place.
You know what? Keep your caps. I'll tell him you're gone. Just give me some more caps. Right, you're just junkie.
You'd do that for me? I can't believe it. You hardly even know me. Thanks, kid. You watch yourself out there. Hello. Got a problem?
What's it to be? A few caps to find out where your father went? Or are you going to have a go of it on your own? The wasteland can be such an unforgiving place.
I distribute now can you tell from my hero? 後にしようか。スーパーデューパーマーケットか。
Hey there.
Need some grub? Try the brass lantern.
はい、嫌い。あそこだっけな。うお。
Oh, hey there. Do you need something? If the price is right, make me an offer.
ハンティングライフか。いらない。さっき。リーダーはあとなんとかしてセキュリティアンマイクか。
Another satisfied customer.
I've got some stuff that needs repairs.
Let
something wrong with the robot.
I've been wondering about that for an hour now. I think it's stuck in some sort of loop. I tried fixing it, but all those switches and circuits are beyond me.
I'll try to fix that robot for you.
Thanks. If you get it working, I have a couple of energy cells you can have. Just come back to me when you're done.
Sounds like a deal.
All right. Fix that robot, and I'll give you some energy cells. Good luck.
どっかにロボットがいるの？これか。This robot is stuck in diagonal through a little maintenance work should fix. Walk away and do rewire the diagonal system. Remove critical circuit. Disable the robot. これは死んじゃうやつね。これが大丈夫なやつ。You reset the circuit inside the robot. It should behave normally now.
Hey, what happened with the robot?
Robot working fine.
Thanks. Nice to meet a fellow mechanic out here in the wasteland. Here's your payment.
動いてない。完全にバグってんじゃねえか。まあいいや。ファンタムだ。いつもチャイニーズピストルなんか。弾全然ねえな。当たってない。一瞬しか出てこねえな。しくった。 ホットキー、ああ、これでいけんのか。レーザーピストル。あっちの方がいいな。確かここにも、いないな。 Yeah, as both little league MVP found you in family skill explosion.
Screw this!
Console. T-H-O 2ハンドルス1、2だね。違う。ミッション値0。あ、そっか、最初にやんなきゃいけないのか。ちょっと待って。消してくれるのか。回復するんじゃなかった。これか。やばいな。あれまだなかったっけ？ ないか。なんか罠があったような気がしてたんだけど。やばい。早いな、帰ってくるの早いよ。ミニニューク。なんでスーパーにミニニュークがあるんだよ。あれ、社員証ってどこなかったっけな。やばい、見つかると死ぬかもしれない。両方のパターンなのか。どっちかあれもうちょっとあった。これか、スケールか。
Loading personality. Robco R04 V9. Office helper. Running default office protocol. Error. Loading daily agenda.
あれ、速攻壊れてる。硬すぎる。まあいいか。相手にすることもない。なんでこいつ動いてないんだ、ほんとに。壊れてんのか、単純に。リンクだよね。いや、ボディーガードだ。
So, how's the scabbing been? Got the food medicine from that super duper mart?
It wasn't it, but I got the food and the medicine.
Really? You did? You did! Well, all right! Tell me all about it.
It's a pharmacy as a place to store their best gear. And those ladies must have shot me 20 times. The food's counting. It's very hard to talk my way past that many be shooting at it.
So you're saying that they acquired a well-protected stash? I wonder how many other places are hiding treasures behind monsters. Well, keep what you got. Just traded for a big food shipment myself. Here, take a bit, my treat. Tastes kinda great after a while. Oh, and take this. It's an old food sanitizer. Just carry it with you, and it should automatically make most food and drink more, better. I still need to study a living specimen with radiation poisoning. I need someone to research how to travel through a minefield. And that'll cover the first section of the book. Which strikes your fancy?
About the landmine.
Landmines are one of the few dangers out there that you can profit from. Disarm one before it blows, and you can sell it for plenty of caps. I've heard stories about a ghost town that's just full of mines. Traders just call the place Minefield. Sounds like the place for some field work. Get in there, get back, and tell me all about it. And could you bring back a mine for my studies?
I'll head into my head. Wish me luck. You kind of unhealthy. How will you make it worse in the mind? Okay.
Oh, don't worry. No one ever goes there because they say it's a ghost town. And since ghosts don't exist, you can just focus on the landmines. I hear there's a playground in the middle of town. Reach that point and come back, and I'm sure you'll have some stories to tell. Sure thing.
What do you know? Look, valueが上がればいいのか。リーダーピンなんとかはまあこれが16でしょ。これがじゃあそれと合わせると16。ああ上がったね。53だ。まあまとめていった方がいいのかな。あんま変わってない。むしろあれになった。今つけてるの今つけて、今つけてるのこれか。これ直せないの。あ、そっか。
How are those hot little potatoes? Because, you know, they're on the ground, like potatoes, and hot because they, explode. Anyway, what's up?
I haven't been to my room yet. Hold on.
It's not just because ghosts don't exist. But landmines do. Oh boy, do they. And that's what we need to study. Don't worry. Absolutely. Good hunting.
Don't No, sir. Winter pistol もうなんかすげえいっぱいあったらタワーくれる。
How are those hot little potatoes?
Yes. 注意してます。
Unless it's.
Okay.
Good hunting. See.
よし、こいつが見られる。Jericho. I heard all about him and Jerry's stand. Try to sweep her some of the old gun barrel while she's yelling no. He's lucky the gun didn't go off, or that would have given the star clan something to grab their pants on. He thinks he's king of the hill, walking around Megaton like he does all high and mighty. He tried to pull that shit with me and the Jenny incident got public. Leo Star. Never trust junkies, that's what I've learned trying to deal with this piece of work. He wandered in here higher than a bird in a flight and tried to make it with Nova. She slapped him silly after he didn't wanna pay. The good girl, I almost kicked him out myself, but he staggered out of here. That guy may just be the straw I need to break and this guy is a real piece of work, opening a fucking bar in my town. What a jackass. I swear he's up to something. I'm going to have to think of a way to reduce his business a little. For now, at least I still got my secret weapon, Nova. Best refreshment. Really that's Nuka-Cola his little daughter Maggie around her all to see like a proud father. Yeah, right. Found her wandering the wasteland, my left ass tea. I bet old Billy fed Maggie's parents that backshot sandwich himself, then added the little girl to his trophy collection in that shithole he calls a home. I better keep my eye on him. Church thinks he's such a freaking badass. Everybody runs to him if they get a damn wood splinter and he just laughs up their caps like a drunk doing alcohol. If people only knew he used to be a medic called the Slavers, Duration, at Paradise Hall. They'd learn his story ass right out of town, but I think I'll keep that little nugget tucked away for later use. Visitors. Mr. Buck. Speak to only about. This guy is a class away. One day I'm walking down the bar. The fucker comes from out of nowhere. I didn't even hear the door open. He tells me he's here to wait for some sort of opportunity to come through. Whatever. As long as he pays for his drinks, he can stay here until that damn bomb explodes in the center of town for all I care. James. So out of nowhere, James came back to Megaton. Since he stayed here before, he asked me where the hell he could get a lay of the land and find out what's going on in the world. I told him about Galaxy News Radio in the ruins of DC, and that guy 3 Dog then like that. He was gone again. I remember the first time he showed up almost 20 years, 20年前. I never expected someone to actually want to or be able to get into a boat. But he must have must have had his reasons. 彼の理由があったに違いない。彼には He had his kid with him, some baby. That wouldn't shut the fuck up. Normally I would have kicked someone like that out of my place, but he had a way with words. Then like that, he ducks into boat 101 and he's gone for almost 20 years. Nice guy, I guess, but never spent enough caps. どうしようかな。Find Galaxy News Radio. あれだね。なんかやつだ。ウエストランドサバイバルガイドでいいか。あともう6時だ。早いな。いいな。 危ねえ、死ぬかと思った。なんかやばそうなのがいた気がする。いや、このレベルで出てこんない。でかすぎるモールだった。なんか爆発してたよね。ん？うまいか。なんかいるな。レーダーか。いや、もうマジ。お、やべっ。これなんかあった場所の気がするな。なんだっけ。スーパーミュータントだっけ。 You can fast travel discover. Okay.
My. You certainly do look a little bit worn out from your travels. Oh, just look at my terrible manners. I'm Agatha. It's so nice to meet you. Now, what brings you all the way out here?
That's funny. I was about to ask you the same thing. Explain. I prefer to keep my business to my and I suggest you do that.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm just fine out here. My husband, rest his poor soul, saw to it that our house was well protected from the elements and the inhabitants of the wastes.
Your husband dead? I'm sorry.
Well, that's kind of you to say. Yes, he's gone. After he built this place, we spent many happy years together. We decided to cut off contact with the outside world and just depend on each other for comfort and company.
Sure, you haven't severed all contact. Frail old lady like yourself should be careful out here all alone. Lady, got anything valuable now? Let's cut to the chase. Is there something you need?
Old? Yes. Frail? No. I can still hold my own if I have to. My husband made me learn a thing or two about how to defend myself. Besides, I have a caravan come through here about once a week to trade. They'd miss me if I was gone.
What good person have to trade? That's risky. What if the caravan never arrive?
Well, I always have my husband's old radio set to fall back on. I used it once in an emergency when a group of raiders was getting a bit too close for comfort to my house. Otherwise, I use it to broadcast my so-called music I play from my homemade violin.
I guess homemade is never quite in tune.
Oh, you are a clever one. Yes, that's exactly the problem that I have with it. It doesn't quite play all of the notes correctly, and I have to constantly tinker with it. Yes, my husband was very proud of the setup. He tinkered with that thing for years to get it working. I've tried to use it to get whatever I need, but I've never gotten a reply. Thank you. While my husband had his hobbies, I'm afraid mine was making that sorry instrument. I only wish I could replace it with something better. But now that you mention it, yes, there is. My trading depends on my violin. Without it, I have nothing to play, no way to make music. If you can bring me a violin, a better one, I'd feel much more secure.
Violin? That hardly something that would have survived the war.
Yes, very sad, isn't it? Sad to think that no more musical instruments will ever be made the old way ever again. Well, fortunately, I know where perhaps the last real violin in the world exists. If you give me your word that you will recover it, I will tell you more.
You seem like a nice woman. Let me get that violin for you. If only you had something to help keep me safe, my little honeybee. I want to help you, but that type of search could not mean greatly. Look, Granny, talk is cheap, but getting stuff isn't.
Well, that's just so sweet of you. I feel bad sending you off with nothing like this. I have a small amount of ammunition that my husband left behind. A box of odds and ends. I don't think I've opened it in years. If you do this for me, you're welcome to take whatever you need.
Alright, I give you my word. I'll do my best to recover violin for you.
Oh, I don't think I've been this happy in years. As promised, here's the key to the ammunition box. It's right under the radio table. Before you leave, I have some information that may help you, at least a place to begin. It all starts with my great-great-grandmother Hilda back in 2077, before the bombs fell. It certainly is a long time. That precious instrument has been through a lot. Anyway, Hilda was quite a special woman, classically trained and exceptionally talented at the violin. Her pride and joy was her Stradivarius violin. I can only imagine how exquisite this instrument must have been. When the war reared its head, she was invited by Vault Tech into Vault 92. They claimed the vault would be dedicated to preserving musical talent. Vault Tech was always promoting the vaults being used for the preservation of the arts and all that nonsense. Hilda couldn't pass on a chance to meet many of the other musical talents of the world, so she accepted their invitation. Then the bombs fell, the vault was sealed, and my family never heard from her again.
And how can you be certain the violin is in decent shape?
She kept it in a special pressurized case. Inside the case is the perfect temperature and humidity for the instrument. If the case is still functioning, the Stradivarius would be in perfect shape. Hilda's Stradivarius was named the Swa Stradivarius. All of them had names. That's what I want you to get.
Any idea where Vault 92 is located?
That's the catch. I have no idea where it is. I'd suggest making your way to Vault Tech headquarters in the DC ruins. That would be a good place to begin. Good luck!
Okay.
She was quite a special woman. Hilda was her name. Classically trained and exceptionally talented at the violin. Her pride and joy was her Stradivarius violin. I can only imagine how exquisite this instrument must have been. When war reared its head, she was invited by Vault Tech in. Happily, she accepted.
What do you know about the story about it?
Not too much, I'm afraid. It was fabricated way back in 1714 by a famous Italian craftsman named Antonio Stradivari. He had made a bunch of Stradivarius violins, actually, and each one was individually named over time to identify them. They are regarded as the most outstanding instruments ever made, and no two sound alike, they say. Incredible! Since the bombs fell laying waste to most of the world, it may be safe to say that this could be the last surviving violin of its kind.
How will I know the story when I see it? The Stradivarius was a ton of caps.
I hope you're not thinking of doing anything dishonest. You gave me your word. Well, from my great-great-grandmother's diaries, I have deduced that she had a special pressurized case created. Hopefully, the Swa Stradivarius was in the case when she... well, you know. I'm sorry. I wish I did. All I know is that Vault Tech intended it to be a protective environment for the world's musical talent. When the bombs fell, the vault was sealed and the rest is a mystery. Perhaps when you find it, you can find some sort of a record of what occurred inside. From what I gather, it's located in the ruins of DC. I got the location from one of the supply caravans. They told me it had extremely high security and something they call a mainframe inside. I'd imagine it's quite dangerous. I'd be careful if I was you. Watch yourself out there.
記憶にないな。そう、剥がさずバイオリンなんてやったっけな。あ、やっべ。ハエうぜえ。ハエが一番うざい。あそこか。やばい、爆発する。最初分かんなかった。突然爆発するようにしか見えなかった。痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。逃げろ逃げろ。両方クリアしてるよね。ブリングランドマイモリア。うん。
What's happening?
those hot little potatoes? Or whatever. You know what I mean.
I got to my feet and I even brought you a present.
My very own landmine. Oh, just what I've always wanted. Well, always since I sent you out on this anyway. Now, tell me all about it. What was it like going through there? What's it like disarming a landmine?
Trav, there's a sniper out there just waiting for me. Watch the details and look for broken patterns. That's where the traps are. And there may have been an explosion or two, and a sniper. No big deal. Fast hands and faster ways can get you off that, including landmine.
That's so true. For all of life, really. But especially the parts involving landmines. I know you may not want to see any more explosives for a while, but obviously, you know your way around them. Have a couple rainy day toys of mine. And looking at this landmine, it gives me an idea. It's a terrible device that does terrible things, of course, but it's easy to make your own, too. Yes, that's what I need your help on. I know lots about it from books, but I never seem to get a live example. Not for long, anyway. So I need you to get a bit of radiation poisoning so I can study its effects. Oh, not a deadly dose, of course. I can fix you up before that. Now that's the adventurous scientific spirit. Go on out there and get good and fried. Oh, but not so much that you can't come back. 200 rads should be enough to get a reading, although 600 or more would be useful. Trust me, I'll make sure you're okay. I've got some good ideas for a cure. What?
ライフって何ですかね ?3.8 だ。32か。じゃあこれを買っとけばいいのか。まあキャップも約48になってる。
Good hunting.
まあ大丈夫か。まだバットとかは直せないか。あれも直せないか。
Oh, feeling it?
Get come hold with getting the.
I realize a lot of things, but this isn't one of them because it's a real scientific necessity and not ridiculous at all. What I mean is, I need this research, And you're probably going to get irradiated out there anyway. So, why not come back here and help me too?
?302があったらまあいいか。どうもいらないな。忘れた。なんかどれがいるのかな。
Good hunting! Try.
さっと終わらせよう。あれ、その前にさ。来たっけ。
Huh? Yeah, what is it?
What can I do help around here?
What can I tell you about Megaton? Well, that fucking bomb is killing us all slowly. How's that for a piece of information? I take care of the water purification plant. This old rusted hunk keeps us in clean water. For now. Well, people have been saying that the water purifier's about to go. Honestly, I'll tell you what I tell them. I've been keeping that wreck going for 35 years, and this is the first time I've ever had a problem I couldn't fix.
I couldn't.
Well, it's no secret that the old water treatment plant is on its last legs, and I'm the only one in town that can keep the damn thing running. I spend so much time up in the plant that I can't take care of the leaks that keep springing up in the pipes around town. Now, I don't expect much from strangers. But if you've got the know-how, I need someone to hunt down and repair those leaks.
How many leaks are there?
I could, but I can't hunt for leaks all damn day. That rust bucket purifier would fall apart without me around to plug it up. The only break I get is when I shut the thing off for the night. And I can't look for leaks when the water isn't running. From the pressure in the plant, my guess is that there are 3 of them scattered around town. Check along the pipes and the valves, but they might be a bit tricky to spot. I hope you can help. If folks knew how bad it was getting up here, well, I don't know what would happen. Well, back to work.
No, パイプ漏れてるところがあるから直せっていうどこだっけな。 なんかこの辺にあったような気がするんだよな。
Guide me to your brilliance. Divide each particle and give relief to this rock.
あそこか。
Huh? Yeah, what is it?
This part's all fixed.
Well, I'll be. The pressure's up in the plant. It looks like all the leaks have been fixed. Thank you, stranger. Thank you. But listen, it's only a matter of time before they burst again. And someone like you might not be around to fix them. I'll make you a deal. I'll give you caps for any scrap metal you can bring me. You'll find it all over the place out there in the waste. If I have a steady supply of scrap, I can keep the plant running and the pipe should be just fine. We got a deal?
I'm not your errand boy. Just pay me for the repair. Sounds good to me. I'll bring you the parts I find.
Good. This just keeps looking better. Those parts will keep this place running and the town in fresh water. Hurry back as soon as you find some.
Radiation.
Drink the waters of the globe, for this ancient weapon of war is our salvation. It is the very symbol of Atom's glory. Let it serve as a reminder of the division that has occurred in the past, and the resplendence of the promise of our division in the times to come. Give your bodies to Atom, my friend. Release yourself to his power. Feel his glow and be divided. There shall be no tears, no sorrows, no suffering. For in the division, we shall see our release from the pain and hardships of this world. Yea, your suffering shall exist no longer. It shall be washed away in Atom's glow, burned from you in the fire.
Hey, don't mind the smell. I was just testing a few chemicals, but it's perfectly safe to breathe. Really? Oh, feeling a bit under the weather? Or a bit over the Geiger counter?
I'm about as easy as I can get with the burning in the hole in the floor. I'm not even skating.
I can tell. You're positively glowing. Now, just hold on and try not to move. Tell me how it feels, and I'll get you fixed right up.
If I listen closely, I can hear my jeans crying かな。Well, it itches a little, but I can walk it off. Oh, I feel fine. No problem at all.
Oh, you poor dear. Putting on a brave face like that. Well, don't worry. It'll all be better. And it's for a good cause. Now, let me take a few notes, and I'll handle that nasty radiation with a bit of my own homemade Radcure concoction. I've never had a chance to test it out on someone so heavily dosed. Oh, but I'm sure it'll work out fine. Exciting, isn't it? Okay, a little Brahmin milk, a couple magnets, and maybe a few happy thoughts. Well, you're alive! Oh, that's the good
You're
news.
alive.
But there was a little side effect. A teeny tiny, mutation. But it seems to be benign, at least. Here, take a few radiation chems as my little way of saying, I'm sorry I twisted your DNA like a kitten with a ball of yarn.
Blood radiation power. Moira experience had unexpected side effects. Now, when you suffer from advanced radiation poisoning, equipped limbs automatically degenerate. That completes the first chapter. That's right.
Correct. And it's looking very smart. Very smart indeed. They'll be dazzled by our intelligence. Here, for your services, I've saved up quite a few stim packs. Of course you may need them. We've still got 2 more chapters to go.
I'm ready to research the next chapter.
The second chapter is going to be a bit trickier, I think. It'll cover how to handle creatures out there, for better or worse. For example, repelling mole rats, learning about mirelurks, and when all else fails, how to handle being injured. So let's buckle down and get to work on this chapter. What's first? Mole rats can burrow into almost anything and cause a lot of trouble. So I figured I'd make a chemical repellent stick for people to shoo them off. But I need it to be tested before I put the recipe to paper in the guide. So I need you to find some mole rats and test it out a bit. It'll be easy. One tap with the applicator and it overwhelms their senses with a sort of feel-bad sensation. Then they're gone before you know it. You could test it out on just a few mole ratties, but for real testing, try it on 10 or more. There should be plenty in the tepid sewers downtown.
Okay.
Come back soon.
Child at Heart Park greatly improves your interaction with children, usually in the form of unique dialogue choice. Comprehension. With the comprehension part, you gain one additional skill point whenever skill read are educated. With educated, you gain the 3 more skill points every time you advance in level. This perk is the best taken early on to maximize its effect. With the end module, you do an additional 50% damage every time you attack a mutated insect like the adult here. Take the school pack and you can use your weedy charms to influence people. Each rank lets you speech and barter skill 5 points. Speech とバーターが分かるんですか。Use 減水門スキルポイントか。
You looking for the mayor or the sheriff?
似たよね、確か。いたいた。ちょっとバラモンが嫌だ。いたもんだと。どこ行くねん。ここら辺になんかこの辺の岩にスナイパーライフルがあったはずなんだ。どこだっけな。ちょっと待って。